Welcome back to Classical Grooming. Today we're going to talk about 4 fragrances from the house of Jovan. This brand tends to come up with inexpensive fragrances, and honestly, the thing is, they're pretty good. I thought I would talk about 4 of them, 4 that I own, and kind of give you a brief review of each. If you'd like me to review any of them individually, just let me know in the comments below. And why don't we start with my least favorite up to my most. So my least favorite of the Jovan brand that I own is Jovan Platinum Musk. It's not a bad smelling fragrance, it's just not my taste. There's something about it that reminds me of Abercrombie and Fitch's Fierce, although I can't say it actually smells like that, but there's something about it that reminds me of that. And it's not bad smelling, it's just not something I would wear. And I bought it again for like 10 bucks because you can't really get samples of this stuff. And now I own it, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. 3 fluid ounces or 88 millimeters for, I think I bought this for $11. Then we come to Jovan Sex Appeal. This is a spicy, sweet, musky. It reminds me of something like Old Spice, but a little bit sweeter. And when I spray it on, it's okay. It's all right. The thing about Jovan Sex Appeal is it smells better in the air than on me. So I remember I was on a windy day, I was walking along, and then the wind kind of changed and blew some of it back in my face. I'm like, hey, that smells pretty good. Sex Appeal strikes me as a fall through spring type fragrance. There's nothing I can say that's not complimentary of it, but I don't think I'd buy it again. I'd give it again a 3 out of 5. It's great. I'm not knocking it, but it's not really me. So now we move on to something a little closer to my heart. So I gotta say, I had a big toss-up as to which one I wanted to be number 1 and number 2 on this list. And I've kind of settled to the idea that Jovan's White Musk ought to be number 2. And I do so with some hesitation because it's really good. I mean, it smells like a $15, or does it? It has a kind of a harsh opening, which reminds you that you only paid 15 bucks for it. But after the harsh opening settles down after about 20 minutes, it's really nice. It's got a white musk, it's got melon, it's got some florals in there that just smells like a man ought to smell in spring and summer. It's got some bite to it, and not in the base, not in something heavy, but in sort of an aldehydic sharpness that lets you, kind of slaps you on the face and lets you know you're alive. Again, not in a bad way. So this is a real gem as far as I'm concerned. I really, you can't tell because I haven't burned through much of it this year, but I'm going to use this a lot in the summer because this is a great summertime fragrance. As for number 1, I just had to go with the OG, which is a Jovan Musk for Men. This is the aftershave, and I'm not even sure if they sell this anymore, but if they do, grab a bottle because it is good. I'm gonna have to change this out. I'll be right back. All right, here's the aftershave bottle that I have. I saw this on sale in the dollar store for $1 a bottle, and I just snapped them up because I wanted something I wanted to try it without having another 3-ounce bottle that I might or might not like. And when I first started wearing it, I'm like, meh, I wasn't sure whether it was something that I was really into or not. But after I wore it for like the 3rd or 4th time, I really began to love it. It is musky. It's got a spiciness, orange rind kind of odor in there that you again, when you're first wearing it, it's like, do all these fragrances, all these notes go together? And about the 4th time, you're like, yeah, they do, because it's pretty darn good. I would keep this again to a fall through spring kind of fragrance. I don't know if you could get away with it during the summer, but maybe. Now the aftershave or aftershave cologne that's in this bottle lasts about 4 or 5 hours. I can't tell you what the actual spray bottle is like, but if it's anything like the White Musk, it can last just 7, 8 hours. Now the first 3 hours is where you're going to get most of your projection. Then it's going to settle to a skin scent, but you're going to notice it, at least the wearer is, for about the 8-hour duration of the fragrance. So those are the 4 fragrances I own from Jovan. I'd like to try some of the rest, but space and finances at this point kind of limit that, but I'm looking forward to it. And so when I come up with some new ones, I'll be happy to review them. Again, if you would like me to review any of them individually, just let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for stopping by Classical Grooming. Remember, if you like classical fragrances, classical grooming aids, or modern grooming aids viewed through a classical lens, please subscribe.